Hello people, welcome to my channel. In my previous video, we talked about installing the Flutter SDK and setting up the editor. In this video, we're going to cover the test drive, which is the third step. So let's go ahead and launch the Android Studio. So I'm gonna click on Android Studio, click on new Flutter project, and select Flutter. Make sure the Flutter SDK path is given over here, and once you do that, click on next. Okay, we're supposed to specify the name of the project over here, so I'm gonna just say hello world, and I'm not going to change anything from the options below at the moment, and we would talk about that in a minute, or maybe in the next video, I would say. So let's go ahead and click on finish button, and we got an error here. So it must be in the lowercase with underscores if required. So we need to change the name. So hello world, and I'm gonna click on finish button now. So it would take some time to create the Flutter project. Till that time, let's take a look at the documentation. Okay, so I believe Flutter project is created, so I'm switching to Android Studio now, and by default we have the readme file over here, which is basically a part of template. On the left hand side you would see the project panel, I would say. Excuse me. So expand this, and under the lib directory you would see the main.dart file. This is where our Dart code would be written, and at the moment we have not written anything in this. It is part of the project template, and as a part of this video we're not going to do any of the code, and we're not going to do some this additional coding activity at all. So we're just going to run the application. So if under the drop down we have Chrome as well as the Mac OS option. We also have an option to open iOS simulator. Let's say if you don't have any of these options, you can go ahead and create Android virtual device, and let me explain how to do that. Click on this button which says AVD manager, which means Android virtual device manager. Upon clicking on that, you would see this window in which you can create a new virtual device if you don't have any. In case if you have, you just have to click on the run button in order to launch the virtual device. Let's say if you don't have any, you have to click on create virtual device, select the virtual device of your choice, and then select, I would say, the release or the image basically for the Android operating system. And once you do that, all you have to do is just click next and finish, and you would see that under this list. Now once you have the device over here, just click on the run button, and okay, I'm getting this error, but it is launching the Android emulator correctly. So I have the Android emulator up and running in just seconds. Now next, what you can see that immediately after selecting or say starting the Android emulator, from the drop down it pre-populated the Android emulator. So I'm gonna select that and run the application, or say the template application in the emulator. So let's click on the run button, and in few seconds it would launch the application. So it immediately opened the console of the run panel. So this is where you can inspect the process which is it is taking. I believe the font size here is too small, so let me change that. So I'm clicking on Android Studio preferences, and in the fonts, yep, um, um, let me change this to, let's say, 14. Apply. Okay. Okay, so now that you can see on the right hand side under the emulator, we're able to see the application up and running. And if I, let's say, click on plus, the counter which is shown here is increasing. Amazing, isn't it? We haven't written any of the code and it is working. We would talk about the code which is pre-populated in the next video. So as a part of this exercise, it is asking us to try the hot reload by changing, let's say, the text. So in this template, you can see that we have a text somewhere over here at the bottom of the screen, editor screen. Basically it says you have pushed. So instead of pushed, let's try entering clicked over here, and once done, all we have to do is just save the file and it would do the hot reload. I saved the file and it said performing hot reload even without clicking this button. Let's say sometimes if you want to do it manually, all you have to do is click on this icon and it would do the hot reload, and the log message about that you would be able to see in the console below. So if you don't like the console, you can minimize it. So I believe that's it for this video. See you in the next one. Thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned for more.